Hello everyone, it's Evie here, and welcome back to another video. Before we begin, please join Discord, and we have a community Blue Sky that y'all can join. That'll be linked in the description as always. And yeah, let's get straight into today's video. So, I want to talk about something that's been on my mind a whole lot, and that is stress. And that how we can cause you to feel overwhelmed and how it can cause you to not really sleep well. From my experience, because I'm not a doctor, I'm not no, like therapist or whatever, so don't, think that, I don't know. But yeah, so recently, because I've been stressed, because like, all these things are stressing me out. Like my job, and then also that stuff going on in America and stuff like that. Like, I legit, you know, just have been stressed. And that's why I'm making this video, because it's perfectly fine to be, stressed and stuff like that, because like it's perfectly normal to feel that way. Perfectly valid to feel like you are, you know, overwhelmed. And yeah, so the reason why I'm stressed because of what's going on in America, then also my job, because of the fact that I feel like I don't get enough time to just relax and really, you know, chill as much as I used to. And so like kinda, you know, gets me to feel, you know, stressed in a way. And yeah, like it does, suck that for one that, you know, so that I just been stressed and stuff like that. Like you can't really blame me when, I feel like the world is going to absolute shit recently. Like I'm not even trying to be like dramatic and something like that, but like it feels like, the world has actually gone to absolute, you know, shit recently because of the fact that, you know, America then also just, yeah, just pretty much like laws changing for worse, stuff becoming more and more expensive. It's just something that also, oh, and yeah, like overall, like, and yeah, like when I, you know, when my anxiety kind of, peaks, it's like, oh, you know, it's because of the fact that like I I don't know. Like I feel like I just allow my anxiety to control me when I really shouldn't, you know? It's hard to, like would be okay. But like it's 1% okay to not be okay because of the fact that it's impossible to be 100% okay all the time. We all have our bad moments. We all have our moments where we're just stressed out. And, you know, it's okay to be, you know, angry, pissed, overwhelmed, overstimulated, and feel like you don't want to talk to anyone at all. And that is completely valid because of the fact that the world just feels like, where you just don't know if you can even, trust them and stuff like that because of the fact that, you know, yeah, like, yeah, Like, I just feel like, you know, that if we were to be more, you know, mind be, you know, more mindful. I don't know. Like, it's perfectly fine to be like stressed and stuff like that. So like, if you're ever feeling like overwhelmed or stressed, just try to take deep breaths and just realize that you're fine being, stressed and stuff like that. Because sometimes even when I'm working, I'm like, you know what? I wish I wasn't here. I was out at home chilling, vibing. Because of the fact that like sometimes I just feel like I don't get a break from, you know, doing the same old stuff over and over again. And to be honest, that's fair. But at the same time, I don't know. Like, it's something that, made me kind of like, ooh, only one. And yeah, like, over time it does get better when you're able to, like, control it and able to handle it. But at the same time, it's like, what's really the whole point of, of life sometimes when you're just gonna be stressed. But that's just the way life is at times, you know? Like, life isn't, perfect and stuff like that. So this be my because it's okay to be stressed, to be stressed out and stuff. Because of the fact that it is. Like, it's perfectly fine to feel, you know, stressed out and to feel like you really can't do anything about anything, but when you actually can. Because of the fact that, like, a lot of times people forget that they're in control of their own emotions and stuff like that, and their own things and stuff like that. Like, I feel like when we allow, when we, allow ourselves to get overwhelmed too much, gets to the point of stress where it becomes nearly impossible to, you know, to control it. And the one saying that I do too much is keep it all to myself. And that's something that no one should ever, ever do. Like, don't ever do what I do, because that will only cause you to feel more and more, stressed out and stuff like that. And it's gonna make you feel even worse to begin with. Like, it's not gonna be like a good feeling where you can be like, yeah, I'm feeling, stressed today. It's not gonna be good feeling when, you know, you're feeling down in dumps all the time, feeling stressed about studying stuff, and then next thing you know, it's like, huh, weird. How come, I'm feeling all that stress all the time? And that is because for one that, you're not giving yourself time to really focus on things that you love doing. Like me, for example. Like, I, you know, love, trying to meet new people from time to time, and I love being able to just, I don't know, chill, relax, and, you know, and do stuff like that. But at times doing that can also be, stressful as well. Because like, you know, when, my boss or whatever tells me, oh, do this and like, oh, go check the, the bathroom, I'm sometimes I'm uh, last Sunday, you know, I had to check it and I got scared because I'm like, I don't want to get in trouble with anyone or any of the people there. I know it's dumb, but like, that's where my anxiety and stress gonna come from. It's like, how are they gonna like react and stuff like that? Like, it's just, you know, scary when, you know, you're the one trying, when you're, I don't know, like, when you're like, I don't know if I'm actually the only trans one there, but at times I do feel like I am, but who knows? And at times that does suck because of the fact that, like, you know, that you just feel like whatever you're gonna do, you're certain, people just gonna be like, oh, you're doing this for this and this and this reason. And it's not necessarily true to see that about people because, like, and, you know, I just feel like over time, my job gonna, like, cause me to have, like, more and more nightmares than I normally have. And stuff like that because of the fact that, like, like, I just want to be able to look at a WS and like force me to be in this uncomfortable position where it's like, oh, you know, this and this, and just something that like stresses me out when, you know, I'm doing stuff. Like, I just don't like to feel like I'm pressured to do stuff when in reality, like, I'm only putting pressure on myself. Like, for example, doing YouTube, for example. Like, it's something that I love doing, but like because of like my job and stuff like that, it just become more and more. It just became, you know, just more and more stressful trying to figure out ways to, you know, of course, do YouTube, do the grind to do it and stuff like that because of the fact that, the fact that it's hard and that's causing me to also to feel hella stressed and stuff like that. Like, you can't really blame someone like me for feeling that way and stuff. Like, does it suck that, that the job I, have by now, the one that, I have to, deal with? Yeah, but like at the end of the day, it's a job that gets me paid and stuff like that. And, it's a job that, I feel like I wouldn't change for the world. But sometimes that is a lie, because like I am considering quitting, but who knows? That's all up in the air until I do get a new job. So yeah, because like I just feel like all of a sudden I'm getting more like, I know it's a good thing when you get more responsibilities, but like same time it's like, you know, this big giant, thing where you feel like you are being asked to, to do too much and stuff like that. Like it's something that like makes me kind of, you know, think a little bit and makes me go, oh, well, you know, yeah, like like that's the way things are going to be and stuff like that because of the fact that like yeah, but at the same time, I just feel like more and more, all my stress is coming from the fact that of my own self, where I just feel like I can't really do anything at times. But I just feel like I'm just stuck doing this thing where I just feel like I just have to do, you know? And there's never is a good feeling, when you feel like you are being forced into something, you know? Like, it's never a good feeling. And, you know, that's what I try to tell myself. That it's, even though when you're feeling down and dumb, it's perfectly fine to feel that. But, like, with all the responsibilities, like the job, doing school, like, I almost, like, had to do crack. And that at itself was, like, stressful and stuff. Like, I never knew that having a job could be this stressful. So, yeah, like, I, I'm trying to, figure out ways to make it less and less and less stressful for myself. Because I know for a fact that, like, if I make it more and more stressful for myself, it's just going to be, bad and stuff like that. And then, yeah, and then, yeah, this is gonna be for, like, the kids when I need it. But then, yeah, like, it just, oh my god. Holy. I think that I'm gonna have this sort in here. Ah, but, like, yeah, like, being stressed is not fun at all when you have no idea of, the whole consequence of, like, what can cause you your stress or, like, what can cause you to feel overwhelmed. Because of the simple fact that, like, we try our best to be oof and stuff like that. Like, it's something that we all try to be better with it, like, you know, not feeling, stressed. Like, talking to you all makes it feel so much better when, because at times I'm like we all just like a community and stuff like that. And, you know, yeah, like, I feel like if we talk more about like mental health on this channel, I know like this channel went from gaming to like talking about stuff relating to like being trans and stuff, but like I just feel like that needs to be talked about more because of the fact that like it's something that like we don't really talk about that much on the channel. Like we talked about it like a whole lot, but at the same time it's like, you know, we haven't really talked about it much lately since I've been gone and stuff like that. So like understandable. But you know, I am planning on like doing a I don't know. And yeah, like I feel like so we talked about like what causes me stress, aka my job, school, and just being a grown up in general, just you know, stressful. So the video might be called like being a grown up is stressful, but who knows? Because it can be stressful at times. It's like when you first get into the age of like 19, 20, and when you finally get your first job, you actually have no idea of what you're in for. Like you legit have no idea what you're in. And that kind of sucks in a way because it's like, what am I even doing with my life, you know? And you know, yeah, like it's something that makes me kind of think a little bit about, you know, what I do and you know how I do and stuff like that. Like life is just stressful, and I've been hella stressed, having nightmares each night, and not really being able to really sleep because of the fact that like of my name and stuff like, and the fact that like each time when I wake up on like Saturday and Sunday, I'm like, oh, now I gotta go to work at 11, 2 days in a row when like when you know I was supposed to have the day off on Saturdays, but what is. So yeah, I feel like that's all I really wanted to talk about really was stress and you know how stress can affect you. It can affect your mental health pretty bad, where you can't sleep, you can get nightmares, where you feel like you can't really talk to anyone at all. And you know, yeah, like that's what kind of you know happens and stuff like that. It's the fact that like you feel like you can't really tell anyone about it have sometimes, but like that's fair because of the fact that like you just don't know if they are just gonna judge you and stuff like that, or you know they're just gonna be like understandable and stuff. So like really like it's like you pick your like your poison and stuff. Like I'm gonna happy that you know I have friends and family that understand, you know, like to be stressed and stuff like that. So like I don't need to really worry about that as much. But still, like it's something that kind of keeps me sometimes. It's like feeling like, oh yeah, I gotta go to work tomorrow and stuff like that. So yeah. So we, yeah, I just feel like that's all I want to talk about, like how it can affect you, how. So in conclusion, of everything, how being stressed can affect you negatively. Um, your mental health can go from good to bad pretty damn fast if you don't talk to anyone about it. And then, you know, it can cause you to have nightmares and to become even more and more stressed. I'm not trying to scare anyone, but this is from my own experience, and it can make you when you have a job not work as well as you could be. So, yeah. So hopefully you did enjoy this video on like stuff. So it might because like being stressed or like being a grown up is stressful. So yeah, you did enjoy this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and hopefully you do enjoy this like little like talks and mixing up with face cam or my main survivor world. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video, this type of content, leave a like, subscribe, and get your own Discord. That's linked in the description. So it is the Blue Sky community Blue Sky. That'll be linked in the description too. And leave a comment down below what video you want to see next. And yeah, I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.